Hey guys, andreasxp here, and as the name of this video suggests, I'm going to talk with you about Mafia 3 today. And I'll try to answer the question of do you need to buy or play Mafia 3? And I think the short answer is no, you do not want to purchase Mafia 3. And the long answer is going to be this full video, so sit tight and enjoy. The most misleading thing, actually a little bit of backstory before we begin. Mafia 3 came out this weekend, so almost a week ago now, and I purchased it almost right away. Haven't got a chance to play it until yesterday. Played about 8 to 10 hours, I would say. So I'm 8 to 10 hours into the story, and I think I got a pretty good feel about how the game is going to go. I was playing on a PC, so we got that going for us. Expect some rant about console ports later in this video. And so there's that. I got a little bit of feel about Mafia 3. I don't think I'm going to finish this game, unlike, for example, Mafia 2, which I completed 3 times by now already. And yeah, so the most misleading thing, like I said, about this game is its title. The game is called Mafia 3, because it's the third installment in the Mafia series, obviously, and I think that's completely wrong. And I also think that they only named this game Mafia 3 because of marketing purposes. In any other case, I have no idea why they would name this game Mafia 3. It is not a Mafia game. Mafia games have this theme going for almost decades, right? They are very old. Of an open world game, which is open world, but yet very linear, very strict, and very heavy story driven. So you have your city, which you can drive around, you can go out of the city, for example, I don't know, to the forest or something like that in Mafia 2. But yet, every single time you wake up, a new chapter starts and you have to do something. You have to go to the bar with Joe, or you have to rob some federal property. I have no idea. You can go on and on and on about this. And Mafia 3 is a very different game. It is an open world. It is an open world game, but it seems more for me like GTA 5 or like any GTA game than a Mafia game. But let's leave that there for a second, and let's talk about the good things of this game. Why you maybe should buy Mafia 3 if you are into that. So the first thing, the biggest thing, is it is obviously a AAA title. As much as I want to, I can't argue with that. It is a AAA game. It is well made, unlike some other games that are considered AAA titles, like No Man's Sky, that were released recently. It is not... I can't call it a bad game like No Man's Sky. It is a good game, so if you listen to this full review and think this game is suitable for you, go ahead and buy it. I am not stopping you. There's a lot of good stuff. It was developed by a studio named Hunger 13, and I believe it's the first game Hunger 13 has ever developed. It is seen in some places that it's their first game, but it's also very, very well made. Some particularly good things I found is road signs. Hopefully in the footage you're seeing right now on the screen, you already seen there are like road signs appearing on the side of the road that are telling me where to go, so that I don't have to look at the map constantly to see where I'm going. The map is really big. I believe it's like a lot bigger than Mafia 2's map. So that is very useful. I like that feature a lot. I never seen it before in any game implemented that way, so that's very nice. There was also an FPS problem, if you heard that. Wait a sec. which kept Mafia 3's FPS at 30, but I believe that was fixed already, so we got that going for us. And unfortunately, this is the end of the good things. For now, I was really thinking about what good I can say about the game, but I think that's it. The bad things now. This is going to be a longer sector. So the first of all, I couldn't go around this. It's graphics. The graphics are awful. I'm not even talking like this game is obviously a console port, like completely obvious. It's they like. I'm not sure how they did that. There was no quality control at all when they ported this game to PC, and not only FPS, which thankfully they fixed, but the graphics, holy shit, they are so poorly optimized. You need to see it My PC that I'm playing on has a GTX 970 and an i7 6700K in it. So it is a pretty powerful PC. It's not the most powerful with cutting edge graphics like GTX 1080 or Titan X, the new generation. But you would think it would handle a game like this fairly well, but the graphics, I believe, are actually worse than Mafia 2. I launched Mafia 2 to play a bit after I played Mafia 3, and yes, I was getting straight 144 FPS, the max FPS my monitor can handle on Mafia 2, and I was still getting way better graphics than on Mafia 3. It's all so blurry, you can't see. It's just very bad. Just trust me on that one. It's very bad. About the inner workings, about the gameplay now. The police, for example. The police is a very interesting entity in the Mafia 3 games. The Mafia 3 game, because they still kept the police like a special force that opposes everyone, you and your enemies, mostly your enemies. And like a signature look of Mafia games, they are displaying police cars and policemen on the map. Hopefully you will see that too in the footage. But unlike Mafia 2 and Mafia 1, police is almost completely ignorant of your actions. It will only go after you if you, for example, kill somebody. Yes, then they will go for you. If you are speeding, for example, or if you are crashing your car, no, the police will not go for you. Unlike Mafia 2 game. In Mafia 2, if you didn't know, if you are speeding inside the city, the police could go after you. They will not send you to jail, but they will give you a ticket. And that was like a signature of Mafia 2. It was very realistic in that matter, and a lot of people, including me, liked that very much. Unfortunately, it is not present in Mafia 3 at all. Like, yes. And that goes even further. This game has no feeling of Mafia games. I would call this game maybe Godfather the game, or maybe Adventures of a Black Man in New Bordeaux. Sorry for a little racism there, but obviously I'm depicting the game, which has a lot of racism in it. I am not a racist myself. Hopefully you agree with me on that one. They kept Vito in game, Vito Scaletta, the main character of Mafia 2 game, but they changed him completely at that, and that I believe the only thing that is left in Mafia 3 from Mafia 2. Apart from some pictures displaying other characters from Mafia 2 here and there, but they are completely minor, nobody ever talks about them. When I found Vito Scaletta in Mafia 3, I had to rescue him from a freezer, which some other guys kept him, because they were like almost trying to kill them, kill Vito, which is very sad. But Vito seemed completely different. I'm not even talking about the voice. The voice, yes, it was completely different, but I'm not even talking after that. I was talking about the feel. Hopefully, if you played Mafia 2, you will agree with me. That Vito is... he's a man. He's a true classy man. What I'm saying, he is polite to women. He lives by his standards. If he was to die in a freezer, for example, if he would sit there with his teeth together, not saying a word, even if they would torture him there. That's how I see Vito as a character. It was completely different in Mafia 3, completely different. He was screaming something like, "Oh, I knew," like when I was coming to rescue him, "Is it my boys coming for me? I knew my boys would come for me, you bastards, I'll kill you all," something like that. Some random threats he was screaming, and that really sent me angry that time. I'm kind of cooled off by now already about that incident, but it is seen in the whole Mafia 3 game. They are trying to make this look a bit like Mafia games, but it is completely different. By the way, if you're interested, my first death in Mafia 2 was by an alligator. I was escaping police, fell into the swamp, and an alligator killed me. So got that going for me, I guess. So I think that's it. There's a couple of other minor details, but you know, they're really minor. I really don't like how almost all games right now, all open world games, are trying to make themselves look like GTA 5 or something. No, they're different. You should be different. And we already got GTA 5 going for us. It is already a game, and it is a good game. No need to do a parody game for it. But I guess if you like Mafia 5, Jesus Christ, if you like GTA 5 and you want a Mafia game that looks and feels more like GTA game, then I guess you should buy it. If you like Mafia 2 and if you want a game similar to Mafia 2, but you know, the next installment, then Mafia 3 is not for you. You should not buy it. Maybe, I don't know, download it off a torrent and try it out, but I would not spend money on it if I were you. With that said, thank you guys for watching. That was andreasxp. It was kind of a new video for me. Hopefully you liked it. Leave your opinion in the comments or in the little eye at the top right of the screen. It's a new feature. And I will see you in the next episode of whatever game I will talk about later. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.